Hello, and welcome to the December edition of the Fairport Harbor Public Library Test Kitchen. This evening, we are making a quick vegan appetizer that you can take with you to a party. However, this woman has never eaten one of these things, and I've never made one of these things, and given that you've never eaten them...
Well, I've eaten plenty of what we're about to make.
Okay, fair enough. We're going to make vegan deviled eggs. How, you ask? Well, everybody has their own idea of what goes into a deviled egg. In my world, deviled eggs are egg yolk, mayonnaise, onion, and celery. I do not put relish in things. No, if you love relish, that's perfect. You eat all the relish you want. I, on the other hand, get hives when I think about eating relish. So anyhow, we're making these.
We're making deviled potatoes. Don't get your hopes up that it's going to taste like an egg. It's not going to, but it will look similar to a deviled egg, and it will fill that void of just popping something in your mouth that has like a creaminess, it has a lot of flavor. They can be at room temperature, and they're very fast and super cheap to put together, and we're going to tell you all the different ways in which you can make them. To start with, we have a lot of ingredients. I'm not sure what their intention is. We have cucumbers and Kalamata olives. Unsure if those are standard deviled egg ingredients.
No, they're not.
They're not. Okay.
These are for garnish.
We have a white onion. Would you like me to dice this up? I don't
Yes,
like raw
please.
onions.
You don't. What do you put in these when you make these?
I use vegan mayo or hummus. We are using hummus today, which is a cheap and easy substitute. You just need something creamy in there. I use salt and pepper. I would probably use some herbs, maybe dill perhaps. Celery is good. I guess it's up to you if you want it to be a completely creamy experience or if you want some crunch in there. So I'm just going to cut these up really small.
Super fine, yep. Because I don't like big chunks of anything in my food. It bothers me. It's left over from childhood trauma. These are boiled already because I didn't figure anybody wanted to stand around for 20 minutes and listen to us talk nonsense.
So we're gonna peel a couple of these potatoes because what we're gonna scoop out of the middles isn't gonna be enough for the filling. Just make sure you've got a couple of extras. And once they're boiled, the skins usually kind of just come off fairly easily. It doesn't have to be perfect. Kathy didn't want to peel them at all.
No. I don't like my children enough to peel vegetables. That's just silly.
Well, you're going to a party, you want to be impressive, you can make these as pretty or rustic as you please. I think when we first learned about this recipe when we were new vegans, we always try to find words, like names for stuff that's opposite of what the non-vegan version is. So instead of deviled potatoes, I think for a while we were calling them potato angels.
That's awesome. That is wonderful. Lee has a cat named Potato, for those of you that don't know. So every time we talk about potatoes, I'm thinking cat. And that's tough when you're vegans and this.
Alright, so we've got a few potatoes in there that will become part of the inside mash. And then the rest you're just going to cut them in half long ways. These are a little bit bigger than eggs. Here's an egg sized one. It's hard to find potatoes that are all egg sized. So
I have also done this with the little teeny tiny baby potato, little teeny tiny baby potatoes that you can get at Mark's. I got these at Mark's too, but I like the color.
Here's some purple ones. I don't think we have purple eggs out there, so this was a fun new thing. So something that, I'm gonna put these on the plate. If you use the really small ones, don't even bother hollowing them out. Just make
plop the stuff on top.
Yep, these are big enough that I think we can probably scoop out a little bit of it. Kathy's got a melon ball.
This is one of my favorite things in the world. She hates kitchen gadgets. I love finding stuff like this for a dime at the thrift store. Watch this. This is really cool. It's really cool because I take the side out. See?
Yes. And you've got a nice little hole there for the filling, so do you wanna ball these up and I'll work on this?
Sure.
Would you like me to add cucumbers and celery to this?
No, celery you can, no cucumbers.
Okay. The onion, I'm
Cucumbers are,
gonna put a little bit of the onion in there.
yeah. Cucumbers are for garnish as well. And those of you that add stuff to your deviled egg mixture, do it the way you would do it. You would make it at home. This is the way I make it at home.
I really like celery leaves. I'm gonna leave them in, is that okay? Or should we
Yeah.
save those as garnish?
No, leave them in.
I'm gonna save a few as garnish. So when you're dicing celery, it can be tricky because you have this whole thing. Cut it in half down the center of the stalk. And then if you can, just cut it again and just cut it in half and in half and in half until you are at the size dice that you want.
This is fun. This lemon baller was the best 10 cents I ever spent.
A lemon baller.
Or what is it? Melon baller? It has a name. And the hummus was already made. We have a video of making hummus. I will put the date in the title
In the comments.
in the comments or somewhere on this video when we post it, so that you can find, because I made the hummus this morning, took 10 minutes. Yes, left a mess in the kitchen. Cat's having a fit because I left a mess in the kitchen, but whatever. I'll do those dishes later. Should I put the purple potato in there?
Sure.
Okay.
We are going to add a little bit of Dijon mustard. I like Dijon mustard. I also like the whole grain mustard for this. I think is delicious.
Yeah, and they don't have my whole grain mustard anywhere anymore.
What?
I know, I was very sad.
Do we still have salt down here?
Yeah.
Utensils. All right. We need to mash these up. Oh, those are nice and soft. That's easy.
These went in the steamer, 20 minutes was almost too much.
You can also roast them if you want to just throw them in the oven.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just cook them as long as they're cooked.
They just have to be cooked, evidently.
Yeah. All right, we will get this mashed up better as we go. We're gonna season it with
Rock salt.
some salt,
Whoa.
celery overboard, a dollop of hummus. We can add more if we need it to be
This
creamier.
is very garlicky hummus, I'm just warning you.
Probably good for now. We don't have that much filling in here, which is fine.
No, we
don't
can
have that
peel
many
another
potatoes.
potato if we have.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is, again, you can season as you go. You can make it taste however you want. If you don't like mustard, don't add mustard. If you love mustard, add more. Again, you can use mayo instead of the hummus. You can customize your hummus. You know, typically it has a lot of tahini in it. If you don't want any tahini flavor in this mixture, just make your hummus with less tahini.
You actually don't have to put tahini in it at all.
You don't have to. There's no rules.
For the first 5 years that I was making tahini, or making hummus, tahini was cost prohibitive. I couldn't afford it. Because
Yeah,
it was before vegan things were everywhere.
It's cheap now, but it used to not
It
be.
used to be incredibly expensive, so I just went and got, leave it out. And I just never made it.
Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more hummus here to get us some more creaminess. I mean, you could do this even with leftover mashed potatoes.
Ooh, yeah.
If you're looking for something different to
And
turn it into.
And for those of you that remember the days of stuffed celery, I was thinking about that this morning, stuffed celery for the holidays, which is celery with cream cheese in it. That was one of my favorite things.
a gigantic bag.
It is a gigantic. What are you doing?
We're gonna pipe them.
You're so cute. Okay. You want a different bag?
No, but I'm gonna cut a hole in this.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't type things. Once Lee's done being fancy and making it look pretty, I'll show you how I do it. Because
You
I
guys-
have a lemon ball.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you have that. Yeah, we don't have to type it. So anyways, what I was going to do, put the filling in the bag, squeeze it all down to the corner, then you snip the corner off, and then you have a makeshift piping bag and you can squeeze the filling into it. But since we have a melon baller that will put the same amount of filling in that came out, so it'll fill the holes properly.
I'm assuming you thrust this at me because we're ready to stuff these.
We're ready to stuff those.
Look at this. This is so much fun. Can you all see this in the mirror? Yeah?
We're getting a nod from Kat. Our audience didn't respond.
Well, you know.
Yeah, if
Anyway,
you can hold the tray up a little bit, but yeah, you can see it in the mirror.
back to stuffed celery.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, you could stuff it with hummus. Garnish it with some chives. I don't know about anybody else's chives in their garden, but mine are still out there being green and happy
Wow.
because they don't know it's December. No one's told them.
I like the purple in there. We have barely any purple potato in this mixture, but it adds a nice little
It's kind of fun.
hint of color.
And actually, if we wanted to be really creative, I could have brought purple onion, which would have given it a nice color.
Yeah, so make any
No
colors you
paprika?
want.
I forgot.
And I didn't have
think
any.
we have any. I don't think we have any left.
I had a mystery bottle of red powder that I thought was paprika, and it was cayenne pepper. I found out when I tasted it.
Whoa, okay.
So
That is celery leaf.
that is celery leaf.
Now, what else?
That's it. Put
Okay.
them on the table and eat them.
And there it is.
There you go. Easy appetizer. You can
Yum.
Yeah.
Let us pass one of these on to the taste tester. Here, you're starving.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is what she gets for filming.
Very good. That's a good filling.
Ooh, see? There we go. It's approved.
This is really nice.
Bring them to your next party. Watch the people go wild.
Go for it.
See you next time.
Bye, guys. Happy holidays. See you in January.